Hey friends, welcome back to the studio. If you're new here, my name is Leah and I'm a collage artist. Today we are going to be doing a throwback video of cleaning by collaging. This was a video series that I did maybe 2 years ago, and it's something that I desperately need to do right now. My studio has piles and piles of papers that I'm looking to use as soon as possible, but with so many piles, I feel like I'm not able to create. So today we're gonna try to clean up those piles and make some collages along the way with them. So let me grab those piles and we'll get started. So this is the horrific mess we're starting with. I have all these papers that, this is just piles of potential. These are piles that I really like, and this is a lot. Like, this is the bin of everything I've made this year, so I haven't even filled this thing, and it has, I think, one canvas in it, so it's even more. So that's everything I've made this year. Not really well stored right now, unfortunately, but I want to get through all of this paper if I can over the next little bit. So let's see if we can start getting some of these out of the way, at least by creating. So I've been collaging off camera a lot more, and these are some little tiny pieces I was working on. I've been really liking working small. I think I want to put them in my junk journal, or at least like a couple of them, just to get them on some paper. Like, I think this one would fit like perfectly, just like that. So yeah, I have this one where the woman's like feeding little birds, and I saw this in the background. I thought they worked so well together. I have this one that's made of scraps. I think it's really nice, actually, like the coloring, and I added the red, and I really like that little detail. And then I made these two, obviously a little series, and I was trying to go for these like flowers and try to make it look like they were to scale and stuff. So these guys are a little down here. This was actually accidentally attached to the back of this. And then I'm just deciding if I want to put this one in here too. And I have this one, but it's pretty simple, but I think that I'll just glue them in. Like, I've barely touched my junk journal. I've had this for so long. I need to get it filled, even though I kind of like it with like the bigger page around it too. I also have these scraps left. I really like this photo just as is. I was trying to make it a collage and add things to it, but I like the way it looks just as that one fragment. See, I could add to it a little bit, but I like that these are roses, so I'd probably look for like a rose or something. And yeah, I have these 3 flowers here that I'll keep to the side. And then I might just tuck these papers actually like in the junk journal so that I have something to do next time I open it. Next on the list, I've had this little paper cutout holder of all these papers since I think December last year, and I just have never finished this piece. But I think it's time to just get it done because I'm worried that I'm going to lose the pieces. I may have already lost some of the pieces. I only have 2 quails. I wonder if I had more before. But the idea is going to be something around cameras. Maybe her holding that one. Something like this, and I want these like little birds to be around it too, like kind of talking about surveillance. I feel like this piece has definitely like my original, or kind of, it feels like an older piece that I've done. I feel like I haven't done this style in a while, but I do really like it, so I do want to finish it. I love when artists release music that they've forgot about for like 10 years. I feel like that's what this piece feels like to me. So this is the type of paper that I've been using like forever. I highly recommend it. I think it's perfect for collage. Why I really like it is it's a mixed media paper. It's 11 by 14, and I think from that, like, it just gives you the right size of like a magazine, or it gives you some extra white space most of the time, unless you're making like a huge one. For when I'm teaching, I always tell people to get one of these books and just make all of their art in it. I think it's a way better storage option than you saw my box before. If I just made that all in a book, it would have been a lot better. So I just took a moment to look back on what I did in January with this piece, and I kind of had these like mushrooms here. I am in fact missing a quail. I knew I was going to lose it. I was just like looking at how tiny it was. But basically I just had, I think it might have been this camera, this, and that's all I kind of had. And I don't like it, and I think that's why I didn't glue it, and that makes sense now. I'm sad that I lost a little quail. It's probably somewhere in my bins though, honestly. Probably find it at some point in my life. But I'm wondering, like, I think something like this works. I really like how the red Kodak is here, so I feel like I would want to stick with that one. I also like how this has brown and the birds have brown. I feel like has a lot more like variety, I guess, and a cohesion. But I do like the idea of like there being just like a camera pile. Her hand is kind of perfect for having a little one as well. Something like that. And then I do like having the birds on it kind of looking the same way too. I know that this like directs your eye directly off the page for all of it, but I think that like them all looking a certain way and us not being able to see what it is kind of interesting in itself because it's breaking the laws of design, you know? But I think that this camera looks good. Let's test the other ones just to see. Yeah, I think I like this one best, so that's good. I feel like this one won't look as good. I like the rectangular shape, I think. And when I'm putting things over the heads, I sometimes just like cut off the head if I think I'll use it again, but I've never actually done that, so I just have like a bin of heads. But I think something like this, I like to think about if her neck was like the tripod, like where it would go. I think somewhere around there. I think that this is the layout that I want to go with. I kind of like how he's tucked in and hiding his head. I was thinking I could probably pop it out the other side or something just to have like more of them because I had the 3 of them before. But I like how this is looking this way. This kind of brings the eye back in on this angle. And I just need to do like taking out these tiny little pieces here. And then I should be able to glue. And then one of my favorite things before gluing it down is to look at the back. And that's like a collage in itself. It's pretty cool to see like these colors are really cool and the shapes are interesting. Okay, this is going better than I thought. This is piece number 7, technically, of ones that we can get put away now, but that looks great. It's always funny with something like this because technically I finished it today, but I did start it like last year, probably around this time, to be honest. So it's funny to see like how long a piece can take. I want to take a quick second to introduce you to my site, flanzella.com, where you can pick up some amazing materials for collaging, as well as art prints and other products by me. If you have a birthday coming up, I have collage cards. They're handmade, and these are ones that I have really been loving, and I give to a lot of my friends and family when it's their birthdays.
I also sell collage kits in 2 sizes. This is the smaller size, and then I have a larger size. These are full of vintage magazine papers that I've sourced and cut out, and I try to curate each one to make sure that there's different pieces and different subjects in each one to make sure that everyone is gonna get something that they like and can make some collages with. If you're new to collaging, I highly recommend getting one of these because it's gonna give you a lot of material if you're just starting out. And then I have my art prints. I have about 50 on the website, so there's lots to choose from, and there's these larger sizes and smaller sizes. I also have bundled packages that you can sign up for on my website. That way you can get multiple pieces for a discount. Head over to flanzella.com and check those out.
So as you can see, that really made a dent. Not. I found this piece and I was looking to put this bean girl that I made, and I can't find her, and I'm just thinking like she's probably in some of this. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for that as we create. But I will keep this, I'm gonna keep this even farther away over here so that we don't have to accidentally lose it. But I think I'm gonna start on this pile, which is my piles of potential, which is a scary one to tackle. But I think for the most part, there's things like this that can get filed. There's pieces like this where I liked the composition, for example, but the background wasn't big enough. I think I can get through a lot of these. So this is looking so much better. So I have these file folders. They're definitely too small, but I just wanted to sort things. And so I decided to make new folder types. So I have animals. This one's outdoor houses. So the idea is like not inside the home, outside the home. Then I have food, because I feel like I had so many food pieces. And then I have people, and it's like super thick. I should put them all in my binder that I have for them. Then I have under the sea was an idea that I had. And then these are like inside the home. So things that you find inside the home and shots of inside the home. Then I have this pile started that's like space things. And then I wanted to have like outdoor stuff. So like florals and butterflies and, you know, gardens and stuff. This is just like I don't even know what this goes in. I mean, this one could go in vintage backgrounds, I guess, but you know, they're like a bunch of like hats and technology and stuff. And then I have my like storms and stuff. And then these are my piles of potential. And here's a drawing I did like before I moved here. Kind of cute. So that took me like 2 hours, but now we're left with a very small pile. And so I'm gonna start with a couple things that I actually don't even need to create with. But this photo, for example, is one that I wanted to scan for a long time. I can picture kind of like snakes going in and out of these or something, like snakes and ladders or something. I think would be fun to put snakes and ladders in it. So I kind of want to scan this in and then make this as a digital piece. Then I have this one, which has a piece cut out that is sad that it's missing. I'm sure I cut it out for some reason, or maybe something just happened or someone else did it. But I want to scan it in. I know it's a little bit rough, but I want to make this one like the girl with the dogs in their hair. I think that this one would work perfectly too, with like maybe cats, like one lying in this and little ears popping up and stuff. I think would be fun. So those are 2 digital collages that I'm going to do. Then I have this one that I was working on very briefly. And the idea, sorry, she's not part of it, but I kind of had this idea of this balloon and then like women with these like older tools, I guess, and then men with like guns. I'm not sure what it means just quite yet. And I think that's why I kind of want to work on it. But I could picture something in the middle being a little bit more serious, and I kind of like where that's going. I also like this picture for a couple reasons. I kind of am working towards this, like the king has everything, another political piece. We also have this, my government and I with the house. And I was just wondering if like her head should be something, or like this, you know? I feel like she reminds me of like Handmaid's Tale, even though she's not really. But there's something about this like medieval type of feeling is where I feel like society is right now. It feels medieval. And then this is just such an interesting paper. It says, how do you stand the new light on the business of the home? And then it's kind of talking about the department aims to bring American women in touch with her government. So it is like an educational piece on the government, which is kind of interesting. And it's talking about things like measles and corn and house cleaning and saving money. It's kind of really nice to kind of see something like that. I think it's really interesting. Then in Dallas, everywhere you go, I'm not sure if this is ever in the States, but I don't think I've seen it before, is this horse, this Pegasus, is like everywhere. And so I'd love to make a piece with that. Then I have this other piece that can definitely be political, like all these blindfolded people, the nun with what looks like a taser, honestly, and then a trash bin in front of her, I think has so much potential for a piece as well. You can definitely see a little bit more political. And then we have this one that I had from Collage, so I haven't touched this since February. His brush is red, and I feel like he could be like painting her hat or something. Or the coat. Or maybe she's popping out of it, you know? But I'm just trying to figure out like how these work together. But I think that it's kind of working for me, and it's better than anything else I've seen. Then the one that we're going to do immediately is this one. I was going to do this piece for Collage again, so February, but never did. I kind of want to cut out these green ladies and make them look like giants in the city. So I'm going to start by cutting out both of these people and then go from there. So I think when making this is I really like how this pant leg kind of goes around these lights. I think that that's like a good spot for it. I'm trying to figure out her. So she can either be like more up and overlapped or down and not overlapped. And I think I like that option better. And I like her feet like more flat on the floor. I wish that she was a little bit smaller and that I could like tuck her in here so that she was like just huge in the background. Unfortunate, but I might just, for the sake of it, scan in these pieces all separately and then try it digitally like that, where she's just like kind of small in the background. Without this one even, I think would look kind of cool, but I also want to try it with her in the front as well.
Okay guys, my studio is feeling so much better. I was kind of feeling like I was overwhelmed with papers, and now it feels like I got my desk back. I hope you liked the pieces that I made today. And if you have any questions about collage, make sure to leave them below and I can answer them, or someone in our collage community can. If you're looking to share your work with me, you can join my Discord channel. It's Flanzella's Collage Club. There's a link below in the description. I really want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you have an incredible 2 weeks of creating. Bye!